You know that feeling when a brilliant idea just fizzles out in the chaos of a project? Well, today we're going to change that. We're going to follow an idea from that first spark all the way to a finished product. And we'll be using the core tools from the Scrum framework to guide us. So let's dive in. Seriously, how do they do it? We've all been there, right? A project kicks off, everyone's excited, but pretty soon, things get messy. Wires get crossed, priorities are all over the place, and that crystal clear vision gets super blurry. This is the exact kind of chaos that Scrum's tools were designed to fix. Okay, here's our roadmap for this journey. We'll start with why these tools are all about transparency. Then we'll trace an idea from the big picture goal down to a real finished piece of the product. And finally, we'll see how all these pieces click together to make a powerful system.
So first stop, transparency. The whole point of these tools isn't to create more paperwork or bureaucracy. Not at all. It's about creating a single source of truth, something that everyone on the team can look at and understand. It all comes down to getting everyone on the same page.
In Scrum, these tools are officially called artifacts. Think of them as the tangible things that represent our work, our plans, our goals, what we're building. Their number one job is to make everything visible so that the whole team can make smart decisions based on what's actually happening. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Each one of these artifacts is paired with something called a commitment. This is what gives each artifact its focus and its power. This pairing turns a simple list into a dynamic system that actually helps you track progress and deliver value.
All right, let's start our journey at the very beginning. You wouldn't start a road trip without knowing where you're going, right? Well, in Scrum, it's the exact same thing. We have to start with the big picture plan.
So meet the product backlog. This is basically the master to-do list for the entire product. It's got everything we might ever need to do. And the key word here is emergent. It's not set in stone. It's a living, breathing thing that changes as we learn. And most importantly, it is the single source of work for the team. No side projects, no hidden lists. This is it.
I love this analogy because it just clicks. A map is pretty useless if you don't have a destination in mind. It's that destination that gives the map its purpose and tells you which way to go.
And that destination in Scrum is the product goal. This is the commitment that gives the whole product backlog its purpose. It's the team's North Star. It keeps everyone aligned and answers that huge, crucial question, where are we going? Why are we even building this thing? And a good product goal isn't some vague, fluffy statement. It's tangible. It's measurable. Things like hitting a specific number of new users or boosting retention by a certain percentage. It gives the team a clear target to aim for, ensuring every single thing they work on is a step in that direction.
Okay, so we've got our destination and our map. But, you know, a map that just says west isn't super helpful for navigating the next few turns. It's time to zoom in and start filling in the details.
This is what we call backlog refinement. And it's not some big formal meeting you have once a month. It's a continuous, collaborative process. The team is always talking, adding details, and ordering the items on the backlog. The whole goal is to make sure the items at the top of the list are clear, well understood, and ready to be worked on.
And this is where the magic happens. A vague idea like improve performance gets transformed into a powerful user story. See the difference? The format, as a I want, so that, is so important because it puts the user first, it states exactly what they need, and, this is the critical part, it explains why. It clarifies the value we're trying to create.
So, our path is getting clearer. Now we're ready for the next leg of our journey. Instead of trying to do everything at once, which never works, Scrum breaks the work down into these short, focused cycles we call sprints.
And for each sprint, the team creates a sprint backlog. This is way more than just a to-do list. It's the plan created by and for the developers. It says what they're going to deliver and includes their plan for how they're going to get it done. That sense of ownership is absolutely crucial. And just like our product backlog has the product goal, the sprint backlog has its own commitment, the sprint goal. If the product goal is our destination city, the sprint goal is the next big landmark we're trying to reach on this stretch of the road. It answers the question, why is this sprint valuable?
A really great sprint goal is all about the outcome, not just the output. It's not about the tasks we're doing, it's about the value we're delivering. We're not just enhancing functionality, we're trying to increase conversion rates. That simple shift from activity to impact changes everything.
And honestly, the best sprint goals are often the ones you can remember. Something catchy like show me the money.
tied to a specific, measurable target. Now that's a goal that gets a team fired up. It creates this shared mission that really drives the whole sprint.
So we've planned our trip, we've navigated one leg of the journey. Now it's time to see what we actually built. Let's look at the tangible result from our sprint. And that result is called the increment. It's a real, working, usable piece of the product that could, in theory, be shipped to customers right now. Every single sprint, the team produces a new increment, which means they are consistently adding real, provable value to the product. But wait, here's a classic problem that trips up so many teams. What does done actually mean? To a developer, done might mean the code is written. To a tester, it means something totally different. And when you don't have a shared understanding, you get a whole lot of problems.
The answer to that problem is the definition of done, or DoD. This is the commitment that's tied to the increment. It's a formal agreement created by the team that spells out the quality standards for everything they build. It is the team's shared contract for what it means to be done.
And this isn't just some vague idea. It's a real, actionable checklist. A good DoD covers everything. Testing, code reviews, security, documentation, you name it. It builds quality right into your process. And the rule is simple. If a piece of work doesn't meet every single item on this list, it is not done. Period.
Okay, we've gone from a huge, high-level goal all the way down to a finished piece of our product. So now let's zoom back out and see how these three artifacts link up to create this really elegant system.
This is how it all fits together. The product goal sets our long-term vision. The big where are we going? The sprint goal gives us focus for the next few weeks. The why are we doing this right now? And the definition of done guarantees our quality. The when is it truly finished? Each piece answers a critical question, creating a complete system for focus and transparency.
So, after all that, what's the big takeaway? These aren't just tools for software teams. They're about bringing clarity and purpose to any kind of work. So I'll leave you with this thought. What's the product goal for what you're working on right now? What's your sprint goal for the next couple of weeks? And most importantly, what does done really mean to you and your team? Answering those questions can totally change the game.